My first question is for the CSIS department. Bill C-70 proposes amendments to the CSIS Act that would, among many other things, expand its warrant capabilities. So I have some concerns about this expansion of authority, given concerns regularly raised by the courts about CSIS not abiding by its duty of candour in warrant applications. So could you please outline reforms you have taken around your duty of candour to the courts and building trust with minority communities who have in the past felt targeted by CSIS and are the very communities often targeted by the foreign interference we are trying to guard against in this legislation?
Thank you for the question. The service has had a significant amount of effort in place to address previous concerns about significant gaps in our duty of candour. It is a duty that we take very seriously. The federal court and review bodies have pointed to concerns, and we have taken significant measures, including training, the development of a professional affiant corps, embedding legal counsel in various operational activities in order to really understand and fully meet the duty of candour to the service. We recognize that this is a failing that's unacceptable and that creates gaps in trust for Canadians. I'm going to pass it to my colleague Renee to speak to the second part of your question, if that's okay. Thank you.
Thank you for the question, Chair. I think the first thing we want to point out is that since 2019, we've created a program that significantly expands how the service does outreach and engagement with communities across the country, recognizing that it's our responsibility and our duty to protect all Canadians. We have deployed significant resources, time and effort in rebuilding trust where trust had been lost or fractured, and acknowledging and atoning for some of the mistakes that we've made in the past with communities. And we have made some significant progress, I think, in building that trust. It takes time, it takes patience, of course, it takes humility, and we have brought all of that to bear in our efforts to build these relationships. And we continue to have them in daily conversations, weekly meetings, face-to-face, over the phone, emails, everything, to make sure that we are available to communities when they need to talk to somebody about the service or about threats that they're feeling, because we do recognize that, especially in the context of foreign interference, that often the first victims of that activity are communities themselves, diaspora communities, marginalized communities, and it's really important to us to make sure that we are, again, protecting the interests of all Canadians, not just